Welcome to Sunday's 3-minute quickie. If you fancy a quickie, this is just for you. And what I'm going to be doing is purely wedding photography. So I'm going to be showing you 3-minute videos on what I get up to during preparing, during and post-production. So today I'm going to be talking about post-production, and this specifically is reducing redness in skin in Photoshop. 3 minutes on the clock, here we go. Okay, so this is lovely Jess. She got married earlier on this year and she looks beautiful in this picture, and there's not anything really wrong with this picture, but what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to try and reduce some of the redness in the arms and the face, and it's only slight because there isn't much really wrong with how Jess looks anyway, but my job as a photographer is to make each picture look the best it can. So I'm going to open this up in Photoshop. Okay, so I'm not actually going to edit this picture as a finished image. All I'm going to do throughout all this is purely do the process of reducing the redness in the skin, and then I will show you a comparison of the two once I've finished. So the first thing I want to do is go on to channels in Photoshop. I want to click on the green, which will turn it to black and white, and then I want to make a duplicate of this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press Ctrl and L. And what this does is this brings up the levels. So I want to highlight what I want to adjust. So I'm just going to bring this slider down to about there to emphasize it, and then I'm going to bring this one up. And then what I want to do is I want to highlight the picture. Go on to layers. Go up to go up to layers, new adjustment layers and curves. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to invert the image. So once I've inverted the image, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the layers and then see what's happening here. This is just adjusting what I've highlighted rather than the whole picture. So you can see straight away the difference between where it was, and just by raising this up you can see the difference straight away. So that's the first part, which is very simple. The next thing I'm going to be looking to do is I want to look at reducing some of the redness still. So if we have a look on the arms, there's just slightly some redness there, and one of the main things I want to do is reduce this shadow down as well. So let me just go back out on this. I'm going to keep it to about there, create a new layer. Now I'm going to go on to paintbrush, reduce this down, and then I'm going to just sample what I need to. So I'm going to sample this, and then I want to be careful with this because I don't want it to look fake or anything. So you need to be pretty careful about what you do on it. Now that doesn't look great, but I've not finished yet, so I'm just going to do the arms, and you can see how this is blending in with the colour that I want to obtain. It's only slight, it doesn't have to be excessive or anything like that, so fine with that. Now it's not great, isn't this? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just reduce the opacity on this. So that's what it was like before, and then all I want to do is just reduce it slightly. I don't want to completely overdo the picture. So this is before and after, so you can see really what the difference is with this one. Believe it or not, there's just one last thing I need to do. So I'm going to create another layer. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to paint over Jess. I'm going to do this white, and it doesn't have to be accurate or anything. You just need to, for these purposes, just to go over what I'm working on. Just increase that a little bit. So I think we're pretty much done there. So then what I do is I want to open blending mode, so double click there, and then what I want to do is press Option, and this little arrow here, I want to drag it virtually to the end and drag the second one probably to about there, and then I want to change the blending mode to soft light. If it's too much, you can reduce the opacity on that, but let me just show you where we started with this one. So this is the complete unedited picture, and then what we did was we reduced the redness, and then what we did is we isolated the specific parts we wanted to work on, and then after that we just wanted to put a bit more depth into the picture because it looks a little bit flat. So all I did was then adjust the blending mode. So that's it. Now let's have a look at comparing these. And here to the right is the original, and here to the left is just a retouching of the skin. I've not done any other editing, I've not processed the whole picture, but all I've done is look to adjust what was initially a really nice picture anyway, but just to bring out any redness in the skin. Okay, so there's your 3-minute quickie. All I did today was edit a picture to reduce the redness in the skin. I've not edited the picture as a whole. All I've done is taken what looks like a really nice picture in the first place and just to look to reduce some of the redness and then bring out some of the depth in the picture after I've finished it. In the meantime, if you want to subscribe, please do. If you want to like it, brilliant. And if you've got any comments, feel free to drop me a line. But until next Sunday, I'll see you then.